Okay, I'm not sure what message is going to come out, but what I was getting while I was getting set up was the people that are for you. And it doesn't matter if it is family connections, because just because somebody's family does not mean they are for you. It doesn't matter if it's family, if it's business, if it's friend, if it's romantic. Somebody that is healthy and secure in themselves, meaning they are healing, they are self-aware, they are secure within their own skin, in their own energy, they are going to be okay with you shining. That you energy clearing, you shining is not going to bother them at all. Okay? They are not going to want to dim your light. They are not going to want you to be less than. They're going to want you to shine bright. And they're going to either shine bright right next to you, or they're going to be okay being in the background, not being center stage. They're going to be okay if they are secure in themselves, not being the bright light. All right? There are some people that their comfort of shining is not center stage. Okay? And they will be okay if they are genuinely for you. They will be okay and they will be supportive of you shining bright. And again, this goes for family, this goes for friend, this goes for business partner, this goes for romantic. If you are around people that are insecure in themselves, they're not going to be okay with you shining bright. And in the beginning of these connections, it always starts out as a supportive situation, because insecure people, they can mask for a little while, but that insecurity and that seeing you shine bright will catch up to them, and they will start doing backhanded things. They will start degrading you and doing secretive competitive things, even if it's not to your face. It's usually there's usually backhanded comments in there, but most of the time what they're doing is usually behind the scenes. It's slandering you or dragging you or diminishing you to other people. It's directing other people away from you or misdirecting you, directing you into something in a direction that they know is not actually meant for you. And whether they're doing it subconsciously, unintentionally, or intentionally, the purpose is so that you get off course, okay? So if somebody is not okay with you shining, if you have to change the way that you look, the way that you talk, the way that you show up, anything like that, for them to feel more comfortable, they're insecure within themselves, and that is not something that is aligned with you. Okay? We've got Aquarius. Be your eccentric self. If you like big hair, wear big hair. If you like a certain style of clothing, wear that clothing. If you like eyelashes and nails and being full glam every day, be full glam. If they don't like it, if it bothers them, how you are living your life, that's something that they need to deal with, and likely somebody that shouldn't be in your circles. And I say circles because there's like inner circle and outer circle and all of these circles, and I'm like, I don't like all of the circles. It's too much peoples. Yes. All right. What else do you have, Source? Tangible results. So you standing in your authenticity and living by your own rules is at the point where, and tangible results has been coming out quite a bit for me. And this came up before I made this card. Tangible was in the energy. That's why I ended up making this card. You standing in your originality, you standing in your authenticity, you breaking the rules that don't make sense for your soul and your energy is bringing you tangible results. And when I say tangible, I mean results that you can hold, that you can see. Not just the inner results, not just the inner changes, but it's pushing itself out from your inner world to your exterior world, okay? Oh, this one came out for a reading recently too, and this is the spiral. Soul journey, growth, connection from inner self to divine, and personal transformation. Yeah. So the soul journey that you've been on, the transformation journey that you've been on, it has either already been producing tangible results, or it is about to, okay? And these may have been results that other people tried to hold off, that jealous, envious people tried to hold off and tried to prevent from happening, although they can't prevent it. Yeah, third house. Who and what is around you. So people around you in your connections. This is also aunts, uncles, cousins, siblings. It's giving jealous family members. They may have tried to prevent this, but this is also impacting your third house, your ideas, your mind space, your perspective. Third house, let me see. Mind engages. Communication, thinking, learning, daily info, how I process and speak. Oh yeah, so it may be transforming how you communicate. Fourth house and Taurus. It may be changing what you value and what you feel safe with as well. Physical body. You may be seeing tangible results in your physical body as well. This could be, and this came up previously too, this could be less pain. This could be less autoimmune type situations, type symptoms. In my experience, chronic pain is linked to, or at least the chronic pain that I experienced was linked to trauma. And when I started healing those trauma wounds, I got rid of that chronic pain. We've got 10th house, so it's going to affect your destiny and your career. Of course, when you are on your north node, it will definitely do that. We've got inner circle and magic. Ooh. My nose is starting to go. Oh, yeah. So, oh, yeah, sabotage. So someone in your, someone's who used to be in your inner circle because it was in reverse, so now my nose is itching. They may have been doing magic, paying for magic to sabotage this journey that you're on because they're surface level energy. They don't know how to go deep. They don't want to go deep. They want big gains without the effort. They want maximum gains, minimal effort, and that's not this journey. The soul journey is a very active, maximum output, maximum effort journey. It's not something that just passively happens. It's something that you are actively doing. Ooh, that's a lot. So we've got the moon, divine feminine. So they could have been doing this to divine feminine energy. And then we've got Aries and Libra, a balancing of who you are. Aries is like who the I am of the signs. It's also initiation, the spark, the beginning. So balancing out your identity. And then Scorpio in second house, bringing a transformation. We've got second house, third house, and 10th house. So this transformation in who you are, this balancing out of your originality, your authenticity, your eccentricity with your willpower, with your I am spark. It is it's bringing tangible transformation to your second house, third house, and 10th house. Second house would be finances. Second house would be the material world, things that you value, things that bring security as well. So your material world is transforming, your mental world is transforming, which then means that your emotional world has transformed, which is putting you right smack on your destined path. And this magic with sabotage and surface level energy, inner circle, that could have been the energy that I was picking up on earlier that tried to stop this transformation, that tried to hold back tangible results. They were not successful. Obviously, if it is here, they were not successful, but they may be watching. That bird cracks me up each time. They may be watching. Not very happy watching either. Alright. I don't really want to dig into the surface level energy that used to be in your inner circle. I don't feel like it is in your inner circle anymore. So, Source, what else can you give me? What does the collective need to do? I don't want to dig into what's really coming either, because that gives people targets. What does this collective need to do to stay aligned? Ooh, we've got another Aries card. To stay aligned with their tangible results. We've got the King of Wands and the Two, this way, and the Two of Pentacles. So make sure that you are balancing. Not going too much. When you think about juggling, you have to have a pretty flow state, because if you're off one place, it all falls down. So make sure that you are balancing the energy that you are putting out, the actions that you are putting out. Don't go too far one way or the other. A lot of green. Heart chakra could be significant. Oh, we've got the King of Cups too. Stay balanced in your emotional body. Oh, balance out your divine masculine energy within, your action energy, your doing energy. Make sure that you don't fall into too much of an imbalance between your divine masculine and divine feminine inner, okay? Because if you lean too far one way or another, you're going to throw the results, these tangible results, you're going to throw them off. If you lean too far into the receiving energy and you're not doing, it's going to slow the process down as well. And if you're leaning too far into the doing and not receiving, then you're pumping out a lot, but you're not allowing the input of the coming in of those tangible results. All right. You may also have a King of Cups, somebody that is emotionally grounded, emotionally stable. You may have them coming in for a collaboration. That's the Three of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. This is something that this feels like something that they have watched. They feel like the collaboration can be successful because they've watched you overcome, and they know that they've been overcoming the obstacles that makes you both wounded healers or wounded warriors. They know that you both have grounded and healthy boundaries to make a successful collaboration. Ooh, Nine of Cups. They may have also, Eight of Wands. So fast action with this inner wish fulfillment. They may also have recognized that you have completed yourself. You're no longer in a place where, I'm half of a person and I'm waiting for my other half. and they've got to come and save me, and I'm not whole until that's not this. You fill your own cups, which means that anybody that comes in to a collaboration with you, they're not, your internal stability, your emotional stability is not hinged on them. So they also know that their emotional stability cannot be hinged on you. This may be somebody that has been off and on watching. This does not give a spying on you every single day, watching your every post, your every move, spying every time they see you out the, that's not this. That this gives a, I feel the connection between us. I don't really know what it is. And when they get that calling, they will check in to see how you're doing, if you're doing okay. And they have over time watched the progression as they've been working on their own life, in their foreground, but your background. Okay. This may have been something that wasn't aligned before because either you weren't able to fill your own cups or they weren't able to fill their own cups. This gives a demasking, being authentic selves, breaking cycles that y'all had to break with other people first. This is not somebody that you've blocked. This is not somebody that you've told you don't ever want to hear from them again. This is not somebody that you've had to clear the air for them and tell them that they're not in your life who they think they are in your life. Like, this is not that, okay? This is not somebody that you have any dense emotions towards. Okay. King of Pentacles reversed. This is not this, okay? Yes. King of Pentacles reversed. Greedy, controlling, ungrounded, unstable. And that doesn't necessarily mean financially unstable, but they are not stable in themselves and the way that they run their life. They may not even be the healthiest when it comes to their daily routines, their habits. They may numb themselves in substances, numb themselves in other people. They escape reality so that they don't have to deal with who they actually are, who they've actually become. What I'm feeling right here with this King of Cups collaboration is not this. It's not this. It's not a Capricorn devil energy, okay? So if you're thinking, oh, that's my ex, the King of Cups is my ex who destroyed my life. No, that's not this. And if you feel like it is, it's actually this guy, and you need to figure out why you keep on placing his energy where it doesn't belong. Because that means that you've got healing that needs to happen when it comes to that connection, okay? This is not somebody that you have told, don't ever talk to me again. I don't ever want to hear from you again. That's not this, all right? Yeah, this is karma. This guy, the exes and the friend-zoned, pretend good guys, they're getting their consequences, all right? Karma, they're getting their consequences. It may be hidden, the moon, they may be keeping that away from everybody, but they're reaping what they've sown while they've pretended to be a good guy and been manipulating things behind the scenes, playing people against each other and whatnot. Yeah. The devil in reverse, the shadow. This is the shadow side. And in this one, it's all about somebody else having control over you. Somebody else running the show for you, for your life. You're not this anymore. You do not allow people like this to have control over your emotions, your mind space, none of that. You allow them to reap what they've sown, and you're continuing on your path. All right? Ooh, we've got a pair out here now too. Queen of Wands and Page of Cups. So this King of Cups could be a King of Wands as well. could be taking action. We've also got the 9 of Swords and the 2 of Cups. More energy clearing. Collective, you may be a little bit intimidating to this energy. Your feminine energy may be a little bit intimidating. They may be a little bit overwhelmed and nervous about this collaboration because it looks like they want an emotional situation and a professional situation. And that doesn't have to be romantic. That can be friend. You want to have a good emotional connection in business as well. If you don't, it's probably not going to thrive. This gives intimidated, though. So they may come in with something smaller with this Page of Cups. They may come in with something smaller to break the ice. Eight of Swords and 7 of Pentacles reversed. They may be in their head about not nurturing this, not putting effort into this. So this may be somebody that you've known in the past. Or they may have had an opportunity to come forward and they didn't. Oh yeah, 5 of Cups reversed. And the Sun. Give me more on this 5 of Cups and Sun, please. 5 of Cups reversed and the Sun. This is feeling a little bit like divine counterpart energy. They're no longer focusing on what was lost, what didn't work, and they're ready to grow and nurture what is still possible. Queen of Swords reversed. Oh. Okay, so this person has off and on kind of kept tabs to see how you're doing. This person obviously cares about you, okay? This doesn't feel like, again, this is not the distorted masculine. This is not the masculine pretending to be, all right? They have watched you heal from the past. And 5 of Cups reversed doesn't often give, like, it's right now it's feeling a lot like 3 of Swords reversed. Healing from the losses of the past and creating happiness, creating vibrancy, creating personal transformation. Maybe in the past they saw you more as Queen of Swords in reverse, sharp with your words, maybe a little bit manipulative. Maybe the way that they saw you moving felt manipulative. If you don't know somebody's trauma, you don't know somebody's wounding and somebody's triggers and why they're moving the way they're moving, then it can look a certain way. And it doesn't mean that it is that you're correct, but we all have our perception of things, and our perception of things isn't always accurate. So don't take offense to that, but there's some kind of distorted feminine energy that they saw you in, maybe overly guarded as well. lack of emotion, very emotionally withdrawn is what I'm getting with this. Like either over the top emotions or no emotions. It may have been very hard to, they may feel like they never actually got to know you because they didn't know your trauma because you didn't talk about your past in that way. And when you're getting close with somebody and they don't know anything about where you came from, it can be very hard to get to know somebody in that aspect. So they may have felt like you were overly guarded and impossible to reach. Like they saw your genuine nature under there. They saw your heart. They saw glimpses of you, of your true being. But they couldn't get past this overly guarded, ready to just chop anybody down. So you may have been very sharp with your words. You may have been someone that said things off the fly without realizing what you were saying, and that it ended up causing a lot of damage. But again, this is the past. So they've seen you heal out of this energy. They've seen you transform. They've seen you go through a personal transformation and become something different. Okay, what else do you have, Source? This deck is getting a little bit... Three of Wands reversed, the Chariot reversed, and the Page of Pentacles reversed. This feels like something completely different. Yeah, I'm not reading on the magic and surface level stuff. They're not aligned with the collective. I don't care to read on that stuff, Source. I don't want to focus on that. They got enough spotlight over here with the King of Pentacles reversed. Those that had people in their inner circle that were surface level energy only doing magic on them, they know exactly who they are and they know exactly who was doing what. I don't need to say that. I don't need to give that energy any attention. That's all they want. Okay, is that it? Yes. Yes. A transformation to the past. The past has been watching you transform. Yes, they have. Some of them were creep style and checking your profile every few minutes and checking everything that you put out and every platform that you possibly had. Some of them were, yes. But the healthier ones that are aligning and coming in for a collaboration, they weren't. They were living their own life and checking in periodically to make sure that you were doing okay, to see how you were doing. And they were pleasantly surprised when they checked in one time and they're like, oh, something's changing. Something is transforming. Yes. I'm starting to see more of that person that I knew they could be. Yes, I am. And those energies are aligning and maybe coming in for a collaboration and connection. Okay. The ones that are cyber stalking creeps, just they're gonna do what they're gonna do. All right. Okay, I think we're gonna leave it here. If you need insight, guidance, clarity, confirmation on your personal journey, you can book a session with me and we can dig into that. Otherwise, I'm going to leave this here. Happy healing.